All right, all right. Welcome, 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 ladies and gentlemen. I'm glad you guys are here. Thanks for tuning in today. Bread Talk Investors, Midnight Oil, ladies and gentlemen. We're joined here by a wonderful panel, my wonderful team. Join here first. This is Dre Lovell. That's my wife, Shareem. Bread Talking number two. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So we got a few people in the house today. We're gonna be talking about some things. We know what we like to talk about. We like to talk about life, love, business, finance. We like to talk about health and wealth, ladies and gentlemen. So real quick, let's have everybody announce themselves. We got Roshanda Colbert. We got Dammion Thompson. We also have Danielle Robinson. Ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and announce yourselves and make yourself comfortable with the people. Welcome to Midnight Oil.
Welcome. Hey, this is Danielle. Welcome everyone to Midnight Oil. I'm privileged to be on this platform this evening with my wonderful friends and business partners, Dre and Shareem Lovell, along with Roshanda and Damien. I'm excited, guys.
Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. What's going on? Who else we got?
Ladies first.
That's right. Why, thank you. Why, thank
Like
you.
that about you.
Why, thank you, my brother, business partner, and friend. Yes, I'm Roshanda Colbert. And like Danielle said, we are here on the Midnight Oil. Very appreciative to be here. We are with our friends, mentors, great mentors at that, and business partners.
Absolutely, absolutely. Welcome, Shonda. Welcome, welcome. And last but not least,
Yeah, I'm
Fourth the
Dammion
Great.
Thompson, aka Fourth the Great, Chef Fourth. I'm here with my wonderful business partners. It's a pleasure to be in this space with y'all. It's a pleasure to even be, in contact with y'all. But, I appreciate y'all. I just want to say that.
Absolute pleasure.
We
Absolute
appreciate
pleasure.
you.
All right. So we're here in the comforts of our own home. We want to get back to the essence, back to the basics. So when we first started Midnight Oil, ladies and gentlemen, we started off right here in the living room, being comfortable. So instead of being bunched up in the man cave, we want to bring it out here and bring the people back to the essence of where we came from. So today, ladies and gentlemen, I know you guys are tuned in. Welcome to episode 10, Turning L's into W's. Right? I know when I think about turning L's into W's, I think about losses and lessons that are learned, and how do we turn those things into triumphs? How do we turn those into W's? And we're going to discuss a few things, and we're going to be coming from a real place. We're going to be definitely coming from a real place. We're going to laugh a little bit, but we definitely want to make sure that the people that are listening, that they are in tune, right?
Absolutely.
All right, definitely want to make sure people are in tune and why they should be in partnership with us, right?
Yeah.
So
Who want to start? Ask a question, Dre.
All right, so let's start with who wants to go first? Who wants to go first? We're gonna go ladies first. Shonda.
Yeah.
Right. In your travels in life, right? How do you take your wins and your losses, right? What do you do in the midst of going through those losses?
I was gonna say start with the losses.
Yeah, let's start with our losses. Let's talk about losses first. Actually, I got a better one. What are some things, some losses that you have experienced in your travels in life? And maybe how did you overcome them?
Okay. I'm going to start with something personal in my career, right? So I felt like it was a loss, but like you said, it definitely turned out to be a lesson. So I've been in the military now for 9, almost 10 years, right? And from the very first day I started, I knew I wanted to be an officer in the military. So with some years in, when I first got in, I didn't initially go in to be an officer. I had already went to boot camp and everything. The information that I know now, I didn't know when joining. Um, so needless to say, I jumped in. I didn't go to OCS off the bat because I needed to pass to get a higher GT score. And for everybody out there that knows about GT score, it's just a test that you have to take, and it focuses on math. And all my life, I've not been great in math at all. I've always run from math. Even in
I
high
can relate to that.
I ran from math. Like I had to take the test over in math at high school. You got to take the exit exam and you got to pass it. So even in high school, even in college, it met me again in college. I was struggling with math. Had to take an exit, test for math. Struggle. College. So now I'm in my career in the military, and I had to get that 110, and I would always get like a 105, 106, 107, whenever that 110. But it came to a point where I got to the point where I was being accepted in the officer program, and I had to go before a board. And this was right after I had my first son, and I felt like I just worked really hard to get my body back right. Anybody who knew the military and the army, you gotta work hard. Not always smart, but you gotta work hard, right? So I mean, I worked hard, got my, PT scores back up, got my body back to out of the shock of having a child for the first time. And when I went before the board that particular night, it was my birthday, and my family was waiting for me at the restaurant. So I was supposed to go before the board, get my answer, not only celebrate the answer of a yes, but celebrate my birthday. Got to the board. The board said no, because there's
Hmm.
like three people on the panel. And
Rejection.
so all three had to say yes. Two said yes, one said no. And
Hmm.
at the time, I I I I had worked so hard up until that point. That night when I got out that room, when they came back to me and said, you know what, well, one said no, I was I was devastated. I was broken, y'all. Like I was just like, I work hard for this. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like the nerve of somebody to tell me no, because they don't know how hard I work. Like for real.
Like,
Like,
who was it?
yeah,
Who told me no?
who did it? I was on a rampage, y'all. I was like, I started going in my head like, who I didn't connect with, what did I say, what did I didn't say. Um, I was distraught, and I was just thinking in my head like how hard I worked. You know what I'm saying? I went from like not even able to do like one push up because everybody was like, oh, when you have a baby, your stomach, that's gonna be the strongest. You're gonna be strong in your core. I did a sit up. I couldn't do not one sit up, not one. I was like, who lied? Who said who who said this was gonna be the strongest part of my body after I have a baby? I can't do one sit up. So for me, just believing in myself and my family, my circle, believing in me. And then when it got to that point where I thought I was about to get that yes, that thing was a no. I was like, even when I went to the restaurant, on my way to the restaurant, I was thinking, people here waiting to celebrate me, and I didn't get a yes. Like I was distraught. So when I got to the restaurant, and that's why it's good to always have people around you in your circle, even though when you take them L's or take those lessons, they right there to pat you on the back, like, you know what, hold your head up. It's
That's
all
right.
good. We still gonna celebrate. We still celebrated. You know what I'm saying? I took them pictures. You would have thought I got all a yes, but I didn't. And that was one of the lessons of many. Let me tell you, I'm about to hit 40, and let
Benny.
me tell you, I done got lessons after lessons after lessons after lessons. Like, yo, I should have a scholarship in that thing. But for real. But it's just taught me to persevere. It's taught me to look, you gonna bounce back. So to bring it full circle, look, I'm at where I'm supposed to be. I just transitioned over to officer, you know, status, but it's by the goodness and
Awesome.
grace of God. It's been some years, like the year gap in that was years, you know. So I had to experience that loss, experience that, you know, time of a no to wait, you know, some years later, and now it's a yes, you know. So the door is open for yes. I'm currently now in a position to transfer over to be an officer, and by next year I'll be a chaplain in the military. So
Awesome.
it was
I love
all
it.
it was all worth the wait. And you know what? Now that I look back, sometimes we say to ourselves like, why? You know what? Even though I thought I was ready at that time, mentally, physically, I thought I had the capacity to, you know, get to that point. But now I'm thankful for that no. Now I say that at the
Exactly.
Absolutely.
tell me. I was looking. Look, I was like, look, was it the colonel? Was it the captain? Who was it? I was like,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna come face to face. Like,
I'm coming for you.
why you not connect, huh? What?
About to lay a smack down or something.
Yeah, I got questions. I got questions, but now I understand that that was a lesson instead of a loss, and
That's
I'm
right.
grateful. I'm grateful. So I definitely now at this age, at this time in life, I take these lessons slash, you know, what I thought was losses. I look at it a whole different way. So I don't know if y'all was looking at me to go that long, but let me tell y'all,
You got it. Oh, Dee
Dee
Hey, Diddy.
Dee, but I'm grateful.
Well, come on in.
Senator Lake.
Santa Lee Danielle.
You
All right.
have it?
Nope. I don't have it
Okay, I
unless
do
you
it.
put it in the whole group chat.
Nah, I ain't putting it on. I don't know how to get it. Danielle, she got it. So what about you? You know what I love, what stood out for me for that story? You talked about how you was in the military, and the thing that you had to overcome was getting into this program and get into what you want, but you were told no, right? And even though that they told you no, that really didn't stop you. You know, I like how you talked about how, man, they told me after I have a baby, my core was going to be strong. And you're like,
Yeah.
man, look, I went and did this sit up. Oh, heck no.
Like I was like, really?
Oh, it wasn't that easy, but you pushed through that, right? You pushed through that. And because you pushed through that and you kept going and you didn't stop, you recognize, okay, I can fix myself in this area and I can fix myself in that area. And then next thing you know, success.
Absolutely.
I love that. I love that because that's a real story. Real story. What about you, Damien?
I'm gonna take it a little back further. For the people who know me, they know where I work at currently. I'm not gonna name drop because I don't want to make it about them. But since I was 16, I worked fast food, and I became at my senior year. I became a closing manager at a fast food chain. My senior year, I had the responsibility of closing a whole restaurant at the age of 17. So
Oh wow.
everywhere that I worked, I was always, I guess you could say, the man there when it come to, you know, that kitchen. But when I got to this particular restaurant, and we have a saying, this restaurant here is like the Marine. I'm gonna put it in a military form. This restaurant that I work for now is like the Marines of restaurants. You know, the Marines, only the strong survive. So when I first got there, being that everywhere else that I worked, I was like really crushing it and controlling the kitchen and doing whatever. When I got there, it broke me completely broke me. Like to the point where I was questioning myself, can I do this? And I came from being a kitchen manager running restaurants, questioning myself running one particular station. So, I mean, now I'm like one of the head chefs there. So it takes time to definitely develop your skill and get it together.
Right about that. I love that stood out for me. I don't know about you, babe.
Listen,
What stood out for me was that you worked at this particular restaurant. I mean, for all your life, you've experienced success,
Yeah.
right? And that I like that because that's different than Shonda's. You were experiencing success at an early age, and then here you go, you get to this one space, and all of a sudden you're being kind of told, no, you're not good enough. You're not right.
Yeah.
But then you push through that barrier again.
I mean, I can apply that to business too, because I mean, I do have my own catering business as well.
That's
For
right.
catering, my first year was a scary year. Even starting, get my LLC, trying to get clientele, trying to figure it out, because I could always cook. It's just a talent that I had. But just starting a business is scary in general, because you start a business for a reason, to make money, and it just wasn't happening first year. But every year since, I've seen growth in my stat sheet. So I ain't giving up. Look,
Right.
I work hard for the employer. I'm gonna work twice as hard for myself. So
And you're gonna have to.
Absolutely, I agree.
Nice.
What you chewing
Nothing.
on? She don't want to say it. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. So, Danielle,
Yeah.
what about you? Let's hear about one of your L situation.
Okay. I don't really. Let me see. I gotta put a spin on it. I wouldn't consider it a L. I would consider it it was an overcoming situation, and I'm gonna take it back to when I was a teenager, and I got pregnant when I was 14, and I had my daughter when I was 15. I was starting high school. I was pregnant. My ninth grade year, I was pregnant. That ninth grade breakout year. Everyone's excited. Because we in high school now, and I come from a small town, so rumor had already got out. It took me a while to start showing, and everything was just a little different. And then people thought I was lying because it took I started showing until I was like 6 months. I was little, but I was definitely pregnant, and I just remember the first thing they was like, well, they looked at my schedule and they like, you're gonna have to be you'll give birth in February, so you sure you want to continue with your college prep classes? And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna continue with my college prep classes. So that was like the first hurdle because they already like trying to, stamp me. And I'm like, no, that's what you're not. You're gonna give me these classes. Now, and if I fell out, I just fell out. But that was not an option. And then just coming up through like my whole high school career being a mother, and I did not put the responsibility on my parents. I stayed home. I didn't go to the dances. I quit track to go to work, because things needed to get done for her. And I took those extra classes because I did fail English. I couldn't study woke. So I had to double up. I had to double up my junior year to maintain my AP courses because I was graduating with that college prep stamp on there. So out of the grace of God, just a lot of things was what is it? I was judged a lot, by more so by adults than anything. Not really surprised now, but then I was surprised, by family, things of that nature, like literally stamped me, like literally face to face. Hey, your life is over because you bringing a child into this world at age 15, and I was just like, no, because at the end of the day, like this is just it's bad, but it's not that bad. Like I can overcome this, So it was just a matter of digging deep and looking, honestly to God. Like I increased my faith a lot. I started reading my word. I didn't know why I was doing it, but I was doing it because I needed that to hold on to, even to the point to where I was robbed of certain awards in school, pageants, all types of stuff because that, I had that. And a little bitterness did set in, so, that chip on your shoulder, like, I'm going to show all y'all, I'm going to show all y'all, that I can do it and things of that nature. But at the end of the day, it was just about, I'll be able to share my story with somebody because this happens to a lot of people. And statistically speaking, you don't graduate. I'm one of the few that did graduate that I know, came up with me and parents sent them away to hide it and all types of stuff. So now looking at it, I'm just like, yo, I'm gonna be able to share this with that young girl or young man, because it's just not young women. Like the guy is just as, his life changes as well. Like my daughter's father, like God rest his soul, he didn't, he's no longer with us, but his life changed as well. He very responsible. He took responsibility, so he started going to night school so he could work for her during the day and send money and things of that nature. So our lives definitely took a turn for, it was just different, and we both was like, hey, we'll make it work. The family, like the two wonderful families, but it's just in that sense, you get that fire start burning in you, and you be like, hey, quitting was not even an option. It didn't even matter to me at the time. I wanted to go to college. I wanted to go to Valdosta State, Then I was like, well, I go to Valdosta State for 2 years, and then I go to UGA, get my bread up some, and then it just did not add up at that moment because my daughter was like four, was 3 about to be 4, and I needed some money. I was like, I don't know about this college right now because my daughter need money. She need, Medicaid wasn't gonna do it. I was not gonna get on welfare. Nothing against it, but I had a better way. There was a better way. So, I started looking into the military, things of that nature, and I ended up going into the Navy a year after I graduated. And I had I was offered a nice position working at the Boys and Girls Club as a sports director, but it just didn't, I needed to get out of the small town I was in. Like that, the mentality that was there and what I had already fought through that. I'm like, I'm not going to fight with y'all no more. Like, it's time to go to something bigger and better. And then I come back with what I've learned, and I come and snatch y'all up out of here, those who are willing and ready to grow, So I'm grateful, just seeing every day. I have to remind myself of where I came from, and it's always just been my thing is to make that impact. Like I got my sisters watching me. Period. It don't even matter. Even my oldest, I got my sisters watching me. Even my little cousins. I'm like, I know y'all see me y'all seen that, but listen, don't charge that to me. Like, watch me now and hold on, because we're gonna go for a ride. If you down, we gonna ride this thing out. So, and that's anybody. I just know that I look at what I didn't have when I went through that, and I'm like, listen, I'm not gonna be that for anybody. Like, if anything, I'm gonna tell them everything that I wish someone would have told me. You gonna make it. You gonna be all right. Brighter days are coming. Just keep pushing, keep fighting. So that's it right there. So I got a little excited there, but I'm good. I'm good. So yes,
Well, you did a
that's
great
what it is.
job because we know your daughter. She's
Right.
definitely in this business and she's doing great. So hats off to you. You did an amazing job
And
at
hats off.
15,
Yeah.
raising a daughter.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
A beautiful daughter at that.
Appreciate that.
That's right.
Shouts out to Didi. Didi
College
definitely helped
student.
me with that one. He is
Was you
good.
able to send her the link?
I wasn't, because I would have I connected straight from, so it'll knock me off of here. Like I would have to come completely off of here and then send her the link and then hop back on. Is that
Oh, no,
fine?
you don't have to do it.
No, you don't have to.
Yeah, I connect because I'm on my phone. Like my laptop messed up. Well, it's not charged. I can't find a charger.
It's no problem. So, Dre, what was you getting off? My biggest loss. Oh, loss. Um, I'm trying to think of one. Was but I got a lesson from it, right? That's what you're saying?
Yeah, it's not a biggest loss, but this was something that stood out for you in your life, where you felt like, and you could kind of relate to that story too.
I could say when I moved after I married Dre, I had my associates in accounting, and I was supposed to hop back in school and get my bachelor's to continue my bachelor's, but I wound up moving to Virginia. And the reason why I count it as a loss because I could have been done with school for like a year and a half from the time frame that I graduated with my associates. But the military life, me thinking what a perfect wife was and a perfect mother was, took a hold over me. And I didn't go back to school. for a long time because I had my daughter and I wanted to be, you know, that perfect mom because I thought she existed. Soon to find out that that didn't exist. Um, and got really depressed because I wanted to move forward. You know, I'm a mover. I was never like a person that just stood home, like a stay-at-home mom. I was, even before I got married, I was a worker. Like I worked. I was already accounting before I left the city. So to come home and stay home as a stay-at-home mom, military wife, I wasn't ready. I'll say that. And so one day my dad came home and he asked me, well, what's stopping you from going back to school? And I'm like, well, I have to do this with the kids and Dre. And, you know, my dad said, no, it's you. You're stopping you. Just go ahead and do it. Set the parameters, find a school, and just apply for it. And I thought about it. It was me holding me back. And so, you know, I went back to school. Long story short, I went back to school, got my bachelor's in administrative management, and took off from there. So that was my success. It just I realized that sometimes it can be you holding you back. And it was definitely me. But I was really grateful that I had somebody stronger than myself that went in my ear and told me what it is I need to do to, you know, go to the next level. So I'm grateful
Welcome
for
to
that
the
opportunity.
party. Welcome to the party, sis.
Hey, family.
I thought I sent you this link earlier. I apologize.
Robinson sister.
Hey, we here.
Ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen, we joined on this call by the lovely Demetria Robinson. We call her Diddy, aka Didi Judy, aka welcome to the show.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, hello. So
Okay.
what we're talking about is how do we turn what is something that you had that you may have gone through in life, which we all have gone through these things in life. Uh, what are some things that you would have considered an L or a loss that you learned from, and you turned into a plus and a W, right?
Right.
Right?
Um,
And it could be about business, it could be something real close and personal, it could be just something in general.
well, mine is more personable. Back whenever I was in high school, um, I had just got my, did the complete the graduate high school test. It was actually my senior year, and a particular situation had happened with my parents. They basically was telling me like, hey, it's time for us to move on. It's time for you, to part ways with the household prematurely because I hadn't graduated high school. I had plans to go to the military. I had completed basic training in 2004. I completed my basic training in 2004, going into my senior year. So I already kind of gave myself a jump start because I was ready to, trying to prepare myself early for the military and stuff. So I got back, had some issues with, banking issues or whatever like that. That was, I'm not trying to throw my parents up on the bus, but it was a loss. Like I went to basic training, I wasn't using any of my money, but my parents had access to it. So I got back, all my money was gone in my bank account. I was getting all these crazy letters from Bank of America, and they was telling me like your account is overdrawn, and I was just like, well, okay, I don't understand how that happened. I got through that situation. I never got none of that money back. I came home to like $500 inside my bank account. I think that's all I had, literally. After being in basic training for 9 weeks, and my parents didn't tell me right away what had happened, like what that they didn't even let me know that they had took my money, all my funds I had, and I was, I worked my tail off in basic training, because it was tough for me to even get in the military because I was underweight. But in high school I was like 92 pounds. I needed to be like 105, so I had to eat
peanut butter bread and stuff like that and drink a whole lot of milk just to get my weight up because I wanted to be G.I. Jane. You can tell me I
Yeah,
want to be
dang.
G.I. Jane. So I got in there, I put my best foot forward. I found myself in the military, like it built my confidence mainly. I got a chance to, venture out and meet different people from different states and stuff. I mean, even some people from different countries. So I got a chance to like really
Absolutely.
find my personality. In spite of losing, the money discrepancies and all that stuff, I gained friendship. Was able to build relationship, and I got a chance to be out of, the small country town, Eastman. And even after the fact of everything that had happened with my banking and my parents and stuff, my foundation was snatched away was snatched away. They decided to take it away, and that was fine. I had to, eventually accept that. And I had my niece with me, Taja. Daniel was, on deployment, so it was a lot going on, and the main goal was to get to Virginia, get back in school, all that stuff. I was able to do all of that, with the help of
Awesome.
God, my sister who was able to transition. We was very, very young when we had to do this. Things weren't easy for us, but eventually, we were able to get Taja up to her mother. I
Wow.
ended up still, I had to go to school for a whole another year and 6 months just to get my adult high school diploma. Well, my adult diploma, which I completed with Hampton adult rehabilitation program. I was very ashamed at first whenever I had to do that because I was an A student. I had like, I mean, well, it was humbling because I never looked down upon people that had got a GED, but I was just like, they ain't gonna never be me, because I'm the, I do my work. I'm this. I mean, I took pride in that. So, and when I walked the stage, I was pregnant with my son.
Wow.
Um, and
Wow.
everything. Dorian, I was 6 months pregnant with Dorian.
Wow.
Yeah, and I had to go back to school and everything, and I mean, it was an uphill battle, but it was done. I had to complete it. I had to go back and take a whole nother high school graduation test. Um, I was either having to take a taxi cab because I didn't know how to drive. So I had to do a lot of taxi cabs sometimes, or either I take the city bus, which I really hated. I didn't like that. So I was always, I kind of felt like I was out of my comfort zone, but I graduated, with honors. And, after that, I went back, got back in the military. I had to write a forgiveness though, because I ended up losing my military, my scholarship I had to West Point that was offered to me. I lost all of that stuff because of what had happened in the past with, my parents, the abandonment and everything like that. But they still gave me a second chance to come back in the military. And I got a chance to, reclass and stuff. I didn't have to go back to basic training. I completed my certification for automated logistical specialist at Fort Lee. And I completed after that 8 years, a total of 10 years, 11 years I served with the military and stuff. So I mean, it was, like I said, it was tough at the time, but I'm thankful for it now. And that's one of my highlights of my life that I could definitely say where I experienced the wins and losses and just, really solely having to, fight for myself, more than anything. So I'm thankful for it. I'm very thankful for it. I mean, I could add that to my story, my life story.
Hey.
So
Amen. You know what? I like that. That was real personal. Uh, just being able to go through that period at such a young age. You and Danielle, see, that's why you guys are sisters.
That's why they
yeah.
tight.
Yeah, that's why you got to tell
Right.
you, you can relate to each other so
Amen.
much. And you're both turned what many would have thought was failure, right? Danielle, you talked about how the people in town, they looked at you like, you got a baby now, it's over, right? You refuse, both of y'all refuse to listen to any negativity,
Mhm.
Mhm.
right? Because y'all believe more in yourselves. Y'all believed in y'all ability. That's what I got out of it, right?
Mhm.
Y'all believed in y'all ability to do more. And kind of, it was like Oh yeah, I'll show you. Think this is gonna stop me next, right? Being
Right.
told no, that makes you a leader. I think that makes you a leader, right?
Absolutely.
To be able to push through that kind of adversity. That's right, Angie.
She said powerful
She
story,
said, "Wow,
Demetria.
powerful." Right?
Thank you, Chairman Angela.
We love you, Chairman Angela. We,
Love, love, love.
um,
Yeah. Love,
thank you
love.
for sharing. Thank you for sharing. My turn,
Mm.
right? Since we're all in the spirit of sharing, and everybody kind of share, everybody shares something real personal. So I'm gonna do the same in kind. Um, Years ago, so I was in the military too. So we got a lot of military here, right? It just happened that way, ladies and gentlemen. We didn't plan it that way. That's all right. But I remember a time in my life. So 2005 was an interesting year, right? That year, I had tore my rotator cuff. I was on deployment. I was in Spain. I tore my rotator cuff. So they had to fly me. I had to have surgery overseas. And then, my deployment stopped at that time, right? My ship, they had to leave me and they had to go about. So 3 months in, I'm hurt. I get sent back. I can't use my shoulder. And even to this day, my shoulder has never been 100%. To get it, it's barely 50%, quite honest, right? When I get working out, I still feel a lot of pain, but hold up, who's that? All right, so we got you back. I saw that, and I went through a lot of pain through that, but it kind of messed with my confidence a bit, right? So here I am, I'm fit, I'm working out, I'm a small guy, but I'm extremely strong, right? I can lift 50-pound weights, and I can go toe to toe with the best of them. But at that point, I was kind of vulnerable. I lost my strength, like Popeye without his spinach. That's how I felt. That period was a loss, but it's something else that happened in that same year, right? I found out that I had cancer, right? So I got diagnosed with cancer at that time frame. So I'm like, man, I'm dealing with my shoulder. That was in July. In November, I find out, I, man, I got cancer. What you mean? I'm experiencing, I'm too young. I'm about 27 at the time, I believe. I was 27 years old. And I'm like, yo, I'm in the prime. I'm not even in the prime of my life. I'm a stallion.
Right.
So I'm thankful, one, that I was in the military when all this happened too. Right? I don't know where I would be right now without it. But once I got diagnosed, it messed with my psyche, messed with my mindset. Right? I remember when the doctor came in and told me one of the first things I did, man, I'm in my little gown. I go over, look outside the window. I'm in Portsmouth Naval Hospital. I look out that window, and it really started hitting me. And I started crying like a baby because I think I'm going to die. Right? I'm thinking my life is over. Right?
That was a tough year.
It was tough. Then, I had to stay in the hospital for a while. And, people found out. People on my ship found out, and they were very supportive. Right? A lot of people were extremely supportive, and I needed that support. I didn't know how much I needed that support. Right? And somewhere in my mind, though. No, let me go a little quick. So you send me home, and I got all these pills I got to take. I got to get rehab in my shoulder. I didn't get immediate rehab, and I got sent home in July. In August, they finally started doing rehab. By that time, my shoulder locked up on me, and my shoulder was like this. I couldn't move it. I was walking around like this. Even to this day, sometimes I still do the same thing, man. I'm dealing with those things, young age, and I remember thinking, oh my God, man. Now I got my kids, I got my family. What am I going to do, man? I remember stop telling people about me having kids. I remember coming home and I had this table full of pills, right? And I'm like, why in the world do I got to take all these? What the hell? I remember sitting there crying, looking at them pills at the kitchen table and flashback and thinking about it. And I could not believe it. Shareem would come over. It's going to be all right, baby. It's going to be all right. being supportive. But in my mind, I'm like, this is crazy. There's no way. I'm looking in the mirror. I don't look like what they're telling me. They're lying to me. They weren't lying, But I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, that moment, I felt like I was broken, and I recreated this other guy, right? That other guy, he was gonna live. I'm gonna live. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. I'm gonna show him. It ain't even going. There's no sign. There's gonna be no signs of it. And I did. I did my thing. I felt like I conquered it. But here goes another challenge, and I'm gonna be real. I developed this little invincibility guy, right? Me and Mr. My rap name, I turned to straight rich man kids. My wife hates when I talk about this part, right?
I don't hate anything, but
She hated that guy.
I didn't agree with his tactics, how he handles.
Yeah. And I got shore duty coming up. I have all this freedom. Anybody know when they get shore duty, it's time to let loose.
Yep.
Drinking habit went up. But I didn't know it. I didn't know this was happening. Things were happening. But over time, man, those things catch up to you, right? The invincibilities and the things you think you can do, and you run into those brick walls. I wind up catching the DUI, and things started changing, man. My life started changing, right? So how did I overcome it? By having the people around me to tell me you're messing up. I didn't know I was recreating this whole new energy. But I think it started at that point, right? Because I didn't want to be vulnerable. So that I was going through those losses, right? But there was a lesson that I learned through that because of my family, because of the friends that I had, and having some freaking common sense kicked in. Like, what am I going to do to get past this? I've always adjusted to my situations and try to make those and try to learn how to make the right decision. Plus, I got my children looking at me at a young age, and the thing that I always wanted them to see was, they seen daddy weak. They might not have been able to identify, but they seen daddy in a fragile and being fragile. But what they also saw was daddy being strong, right? And that was always in my mind. I got to show my kids that I can conquer this situation. How do you get past that situation? Fast forward a couple years, and we'll skip along a little bit, right? We take those bumps and we take those losses, man. And my wife sticking it out with me, right? Recognizing that there is a change, and change doesn't come easy, ladies and gentlemen. Because I know I'm talking to some people out there. Some people here are watching, right?
Ignore that. I'm focused.
People do the stupidest stuff. I'm not even posting that.
Right.
That's YouTube.
Ignore that.
They distract me for a second. All right. Anyway, people will make. We can all make mistakes. But the thing you need to do is learn that lesson from that mistakes and turn them into W's, so that your children and the people that really look up to you, that they see the winner in you. But you have to first look in the mirror and see the winner inside yourself. Absolutely. Look at it, tell, oh no, not me. Oh, you think I'm a what? No, I'm not. That's you talking to yourself. Right? Because doubt, that little doubt bug sits on your shoulder sometimes. Like, I don't know if you can do this. Mm-hmm. That doubt is called fear. We were all given fear. For some reason, we all had the need to feel fear. Sometimes it helps us, but a lot of times it impairs us.
I think our parents indirectly, without knowing, brought fear into us. So, for example, don't touch that stove, it's hot, right? And it was a positive type of fear for a reason, right? Don't touch that, that's hot.
Dangerous.
Right? Dangerous, right? We put a fear, don't do that, you cannot do that. So indirectly, we started to develop, or there's certain things that I cannot do. And that's where, psychologically, without knowing, we develop different things that
Mm-hmm.
we realize that we cannot do. And so it's a taught behavior because we come
Mm-hmm.
out believing that we can do anything.
Yep.
We can touch anything. We can do anything. You know, that's why Christ said we should go back and act like a child because a child believes straight off the bat that there's nothing that they can't do. So we lose that type of belief when we, you know, as adults, you're a whole different animal because you've seen life now. But then you also
Mm-hmm.
develop and you told yourself things that you could not do based off of when you tried to do it, the fear crept up of your parents saying, don't talk to strangers. And now, you know, we now want to talk to strangers. So it becomes difficult for you to go back now and do some of those things that you will learn not to do. So
I'm learning.
back to what Dre was saying,
I'm learning.
we
I'm
have to
learning to break those
unlearn. We have to
fears.
renew our mind.
Now
Yes,
I don't worry about I don't worry about any of those things anymore. Right? You know, fast forward. Now we're all in this lovely space of wealth and health and mindset where, you know, we're tapping into our inner selves, right? Overcoming our fears, taking on new responsibilities.
Eating healthier.
Yes.
yeah.
I had a salad today, and I ain't gonna lie, I had a piece pizza.
He had the pizza. I didn't.
I had the pizza.
But
All in moderation, bro. All in moderation.
I called
Moderation.
I
That's
called for
it.
a drink.
I drink water all day though.
I drink water.
Hey, there you go.
No
No
soda.
so no tea.
True.
No
Day to
actually
day.
I had
I'm
some coffee.
reminding Danielle every day. I'm like
Yes.
accountability. This team
Yes.
is amazing. This team is amazing. Like you have no idea what your presence means. Um,
Mm.
to have you guys presence to me is my biggest W. Um, because you can't do it. You can't be a team with an I.
Better believe it.
You can't be a team with a. Everybody decided to leave. We would no longer be a team. Well, we would be, but I mean, to me, we're one, right? But you know, with you guys makes up the team, and then whoever else you guys bring along will make up the, you know, the team. So to me, that's my biggest W.
That's right. I so do value. I value the energy, the mindset. Um, I value the fact that you guys as individuals bring to the table. I value that you look at us and say, "Hey, man, those guys they're on to something." That makes us feel confident. Okay, I guess what I'm doing is what we're doing is right. Lord, take the wheel.
That's right.
Take the wheel.
And I give him all the glory.
I don't know if I know what I'm doing all the way, but so I need your help, God. I need your help. Make sure that we're doing the right thing and continuously doing right by people,
That's right.
right?
Whether they
Continuously
on our
building,
team or not.
whether they on a team or not, because really it's just a rule of life, I believe. I don't know. How do y'all feel about it?
I agree. I agree 100%. Doing right by people, regardless of what's going on, or even like it talks about it in the Bible. It talks about it in the Bible, you know. And I make reference to the Bible because that's the book I go by. Like that's the principles. It's a principle you supposed to, you know, love those who, you know, despitefully use you and things of that nature. Because it ain't like it's not for you to get vengeance and all those things, because those people who do things like that, they've been hurt, you know. They hurt people, hurt other people, you
That's
know.
right.
And I am literally speaking from, you know, I'm only 36, but I've been there before, you know, just built up anger and stuff, especially from my divorce. You know, I was hot. But you
Right.
know, but it holds you up. Like it closed. Every door would stay closed if you in turn try to take that and be like, well, you did me this way, so I'm gonna do you this way. Them doors gonna stay closed. We don't know
That's
what
right.
this wealth platform we have access to. Yes, it's a wealth platform, but in this space, even these doors will close right in our face if our posture is not correct. You know, if
That's
we
a
not
fact.
in right standing, that this wealth door will close in our face. You be like, how you got all of this around you and you can't manage to get it, and it is something much deeper than that. So I think me and Rashonda was having a conversation earlier this week, and we was like, yo, this thing is straight kingdom. We have to operate with, the kingdom of God in mind, and then let everything else trickle down from there. We can't get in our own way and let feelings and what another
That's
person
right.
did or what another person posted and all that stuff get in the way of what's happening, what has to happen. The purpose behind this is so much bigger than just us and our feelings. So
That's
I'm
a
in
fact.
100% agreement with you, Dre and Shareem, on how, it's very important that we pay attention to how we operate in this space and beyond this space, because we're there to draw people. We draw people every day. That's ministry.
Yes,
That's
it is.
ministry.
I
So,
think everybody talks to Sharonda because me and Sharonda right before the call spoke about that. Like, this is really a ministry
mhm,
because people that's coming in this business need help. They
they
need an
need
ear.
help.
They need
Exactly.
support. They need you to help guide them really because they trying to renew their mind. They think they coming here for money, but they really coming in here
To
to get
change.
ministered to. And so we have to be also ready for the task. As we wake up each morning, we asking God, what should I do? Here I am, Lord. Where you need me to serve. And that's so important because it is definitely bigger than the money. It's definitely bigger than the money
Yeah,
How
because
just
about
it's
like
life changing.
how about you, Shonda?
Dre said, you said earlier today in our huddle, you said this is wealth. Wealth is more than money. So when they come on this platform with us, when they come on the platform with the bread talkers, you getting more than what you bargained for, straight up. You get here for one thing, and then it's like a buyout. Like, yo, I didn't even know I was coming on the scene with all of y'all. And it's a great thing, you know? It's a great thing. When they come on, it's like, I wait a minute, I know you said that, like all the people we bring in, we tell them they hear the presentation, they get the information, but then when they actually hear us, when they in our presence on our Zooms, they in our presence, it's like, this is more than what you said, because every one of us bring, you know, that individual, like you said, energy, that gift that God gave us individually, but collectively, we definitely making moves. And I just wanted to say, like, in life we plant seeds. We don't focus on that. But that's what life is. Life is a whole bunch of seeds we drop in the ground. Whether you want to admit to it or not, but when you walking through life, it's seeds you dropping. It's seeds you
That's right.
dropping. So when you walking forward and them seeds you planted behind you, you dropping them. They gonna grow. They gonna grow, and you gonna get the harvest of what you left behind you, and it's gonna meet you in your future. So you gotta be mindful of those seeds that you planted. And if you did plant some bad seeds in the ground, you gotta, there's
You
an
gotta take
option
care of them
for
like
you.
the weeds.
Yeah, you can take care of that. You can take care of it. Just do woman up, man up, take care of them bad seeds, repent, move forward.
That's
You know,
it.
that's all you gotta do. But those are seeds that we're dropping. And guys, when you were talking about fear, like, man, I don't know when, but whenever God allowed me to, man, I got a book that's been on my heart since the very beginning. It's like Fear, Where Did You Come From? That's the name of the book. But
Awesome.
it really it dealt with me because I used to struggle with fear real bad. Like
Mm.
to the point where it would like grip me, like paralyze me. Like even though I'm a go-getter, even though I'm a like, ah, let's get it. But I had to get through that gripping. I had to fight through that grip before, I had to deal with that fear before I even could move forward. And I always was like, man, where did you come from? Like I'm just like I'm gonna get it, but where did you come from? And one day I had to address, where it came from. I just allowed God to show me where did it come from. Because fear it doesn't do us no good. It holds us back. It paralyzes us
Hmm.
in the worst way. But it's great to have a community of people like yourself so that we can hold one another accountable, so that we can lift one another up because you can't say even though when you doing great and you in a great space and in a wealthy space, some days, you still have to tear down those things in your mind. You have to watch what you're listening to. You gotta
That's
watch the
right.
people around you. Who even say subtle things like, you think right now is the time? No, I
No.
I I ain't with that. I was thinking this week in the word, when Jesus said to Peter, like, get behind me, Satan. Not that he was calling him Peter Satan, but it was the fact that you allowed that small moment to get in your flesh and talk and
Yes.
talk spirit. Like you took that small
Say
time
that.
and allowed the enemy to use you just a little bit.
Right.
Like,
That's
no,
right.
even though he meant well, just a
Amen.
little bit.
That little bit cost a
That
lot.
little bit.
Yeah, even though he meant well, like, no, Danielle, I don't think you should be in this space right now. You might lose money. No, get behind me. You might be trying to think you protecting me. Like, oh, you think this the right thing to do right now because the economy? No, pump your brakes. Those subtle words that come to us and people think that they caring for us or watching out for us. Be mindful, have our ears open. So we need one another, and I'm grateful for all of y'all. Everybody on this panel, D, man, Danielle, Damien, the Bread Talkers 1 and 2. We need one another for real because we going somewhere.
Yes, yes, yes.
No, that's right. What about you, Didi? You
You got
mute. You
your
got yourself muted.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Loud and clear.
Just a piggyback off of what Roshanda was saying about fear and stuff. Um, I'm just learning now in this space. I had to do it. I'm having to learn how to do things afraid. You know.
Mm.
But I know I'm not alone because I have my team. But I also now have I have God too. So I'm learning in this space to do it afraid, but you're not alone. You have help. And we all do need each other. We need the testimony. We need what we're doing now is needed. So I mean that's overall what I take from it. Um, I appreciate all y'all though. I appreciate y'all sharing your stories and testimonials and stuff. It's a blessing.
Pushing through triumphs and tribulations. That's all right.
absolutely.
We get through 'em.
Awesome.
My brother Dane, fourth the great.
Woo-woo.
Talk to me.
Well,
So,
first,
so
first I want to go back to like how you treat people, because no matter what your background is, they say history always repeat itself. But you gotta know how to deal with that history when it come back around. You can't do the same thing over.
that's
Yes.
good.
I
Can't
like
do the
That's
that.
same thing
good.
over because you know what they say. You do the same thing over and over again, expecting different results.
Same
That's
result.
insanity.
Kennedy.
Insanity.
Speak
Come
it.
on, boy.
My team, y'all.
I mean, the same people that you see on the way up, you're gonna potentially see on the way down. So you got to be mindful how you deal with people.
Oof.
Got to be mindful how you deal with people, and you just got to treat your neighbor like you want to be treated, and that's the way I carry on with life. Because no matter what somebody see on the outside, you never know what they're going through on the inside.
That's
And
facts.
even me, I might seem like the strongest person at work, but a lot of times I have, things going on. I might show it because I have to be that leader in that space, but at the same time, you never know what I'm going through. So
That's right.
you
That's a
can't
fact.
treat me any kind of way and expect, something good to happen.
That's a
So,
fact.
I mean, that's pretty much what I took out of it.
Well, the
Amen.
Bible says, honor your neighbor. And a lot of people don't know, you love your neighbor like you love yourself. And everybody out here is our neighbors. Everybody
Right.
that we run into is our neighbors, not just our neighbors literally, but everyone that's out in the world. is, to me, is a reflection of who I am.
Yeah.
So how
I mean,
dare me to treat you bad
and that,
when you are me?
yeah, you say we're a team, but if everybody had team humanity, I think it'd be a different, you know what I mean, look.
Absolutely.
Like that.
Absolutely. Say that.
Man.
We need our pen for Damien right
Right?
This is spiritual.
Let's go, Damien. Let's go. You got your pen right there, going to put it on paper.
Team humanity.
Let's
Team
go.
humanity. Hey, I like that. That's dope. That's powerful.
I'm gonna read Miss Kathy Cunningham. We love you, Miss Kathy. She said this is the first time her viewing Midnight Oil and it's powerful.
Yes. Hey. Woo.
Kathy, maybe next time we'll bring you up here.
Yes, ma'am.
Tapping in
Look
on,
at that.
right?
Awesome.
Definitely get Angie up here. I would love to have Angela up here. That's a powerful.
Yes,
Angela's powerful, man.
Well, we get ready to have the
yeah.
woman the woman BTI in a minute, where we're gonna have a woman conversation. So I'm excited. I'm looking forward to that. I have my BTI women in the building.
Hey.
I'm really excited about that.
That's all right. We're gonna have a men's BTI too. Right?
Absolutely.
Where's the brothers at?
Right.
Let's show some solidarity.
We need some more brothers in the building.
We got quite
Where's the Marvin at? Oh, he at work. He at work. He at work.
You muted.
Can't hear you.
She said he's not at work. The housework got to him today. He was trying to do this doorknob and stuff. So yeah, he's out.
Look, I understand, because Dre had to nudge me like a couple times. I was like, I'm up.
Yeah, okay.
We get up pretty early.
He was trying.
We all went to bed late last night. Because my team, we stay up, we strategize, and we make it happen. So I'm so excited, guys.
And we laugh.
Yeah. We would love for you to partner up with us, guys. Give them an example of why you're still here. How long have you been here, Danielle?
I've been here 6 months. A little over 6 months.
6 months already?
Yeah.
Wow. What about you, Damien?
It's been about, I say 3 months. About 3 months.
3 months?
Yeah.
Wow.
What month?
What about you, Roshanda?
It's been 4 months. Yeah, so it's been 6 months for you. So has it been 4 months for me?
I can't. No, it's been 5 months for you. You came in like 2 weeks after I came in.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I
came in April. I came in the second week of April.
Well, I showed up need to change my testimony.
Yeah.
That's about 7-8 months for you, Dee.
I've been a part of this space for 7 months.
7 months. Wow. 7 months.
Hey.
She love us.
We toddlers in this thing. Look, we baby.
Team humanity.
Team humanity.
Love.
Look.
Yes. It's so awesome.
She's also a member of our team.
She has a very powerful story.
Yeah.
She has a very powerful story. I remember when she shared, and that thing, I was like, oh my God. I was in tears. I said, oh my Lord.
Yeah, they gotta come back for her story. I'm just saying.
I love that everybody has something to add, coming from different life, different aspects, and that's okay. It doesn't matter where you came from. It really is about where you're trying to go. That's right. When you're entering this space, right? And us learning how to take those things that we go through in life, like everybody else, right? The fears, the doubt, the naysayers, we go through it all. We still go through it, right? Even though we've experienced some success in this space, right?
What space are we in?
We're in the space of the 1%ers. Actually, we're in the space of the 5%ers, right? 5%, meaning 1% for the investors, 4% for the business owner entrepreneurs, right? right? We are in the space of trade. We trade, right? And we learn how to just be human beings, be compassionate to each other.
And doing the business while we're doing our everyday life. It doesn't have to be difficult, guys. You can do your business while you're doing your everyday life.
All right. So whatever job you may have already, whatever school that you may be in, or whatever business you're in already, that's beautiful, right? We want to help you add on. We want to help you add value to what you already have going on right now, ladies and gentlemen. And the space that we occupy is the space of wealth. We trade in the foreign exchange market. Right. We don't only just trade in the foreign exchange market or Forex market. We also trade in the high frequency Forex market, binary options, stock options, indices. We also trade in digital currency, right? Learning how to take Bitcoin and with the United States dollar and learn how to make some money, right? Everybody around here, we like to make money. But one thing something else that we really learned how to strengthen our mentality, how to strengthen up our courage, how to become better business owners and operators, right? How do we open up more doors? How do we add value to ourselves and to others that we come across, right? See, and that's why I say when you come into space, you're really going to learn more than just trading. Just by simply tapping in and asking questions and just being around.
Yeah.
Right? Trading is only 80%. Sorry, trading is only 20% of what you're going to learn in this space. You really need to learn how to have a strong mentality.
Absolutely.
Right? Because you're going to be faced with adversities. You're going to face the no's. You're going to face what people say are losses. Right? Now, are you going to take your L and pack your bag in and quit? Just because it's hard and it's difficult and because it's scary and you're fearful? That's not what we do. We don't occupy that space, ladies and gentlemen. And that's why we surround ourselves with people that are in the space and that are in places that we're trying to get to. Right? If I'm in a space with a team that's encouraging me and telling me, Dre, go, go, go. If I'm in the gym working out and I got a partner in there and I need to get this one in, you got to do 10. You got to do 10. But I'm only doing 8. I need somebody that's going to push me so I can get those extra 2, plus maybe 2 more.
I was going to say that. That's
right. I need to be stretched above and beyond where I'm at. This is midnight oil, but we gonna keep it real, ladies and gentlemen. We all need to be stretched.
Yeah.
Pause. That's with it. See, that's why I keep a straight face. Right? We all need to be stretched beyond our limits, beyond our capabilities. When we think we met our match, we need to go above and beyond because there's another level to get to. There's another space that you can get to.
And the funny part is once you get to that level, there's higher to go.
There's another place to get to.
You get to a higher level, there's another higher level.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
That's what we
God made us, God created us in his image. If God created us in his image, that means we have the ability to want to create. We have the ability to recreate. Right? So when we reach a certain level, and it's not enough. Like I said earlier on the tea call, God created the earth, the bees, and he formed the earth into his liking, and he saw it was perfect. And he created the universe around it. That everything is in perfect alignment, right? It just wasn't enough. Something else was missing. We added animals and all kinds of bugs and things that probably don't even exist anymore, right? Some things probably extinct. Right? But he created those things. And then he said, man, something else is missing. I need something else to man, I need to create something in more that's in my image, of higher intellect, of higher abilities and capabilities. Right? because it wasn't enough. And it wasn't enough that he put us here, but he also left us with some laws, some rules that go by,
some blueprints to follow.
Some blueprints to follow. God left us blueprints.
Woo, Lord, thank you. So I had to give him praise real quick, guys.
So if he left us these blueprints, and sometimes we don't, a lot of times, not sometimes, but a lot of times, because we are imperfect now, that's a different subject. We're imperfect now. We're going to make those mistakes. We get off of those blueprints. And when we get off those blueprints, fear is a part of the reason that we don't stick to the script on those blueprints. Right?
But if we only knew that he said we didn't have to be perfect, all we had to be was good.
Right. Surround yourself with the energies and the people that are going to spaces and that they are in places of where you're trying to be and go.
Absolutely.
I need workout partners. So I want to, Shareem, let's go talk to a few people to help make us better. In
Danielle. He said work.
Thank you, Dee.
You say food, I go fourth degree. We got it all on this platform.
Thank you,
everybody.
Thank you, Danielle. Thank you, because y'all.
When we say the word, I say Roshanda. So come on, man.
Okay. You need to pray. Hey.
Let's go. God always give us more. He put all the people. He always put the right people in your circle so you can win. He equips us with everything that we need to win. The only thing that stops us is ourselves. So we just got to go forth. We got to dive in. We got to drive in. And we got to go out and we got to go tell the masses. And because Christ had at least 12.
Right.
So that means we got to have at least 12 people.
I love the many, but I'm going to kick it with the 12. Like Wanda Webb. Wanda Webb is me with that. God said Jesus loved the many. He loved the 5,000, but he kicked it with the 12.
That's right.
Jesus loved the 5,000, but he kicked it with the 12.
I loved it when she
said that, man. When I first heard her say that, I said, we need to bring in the reins and find who is our 12. And quite honestly, our 12 doesn't necessarily, our 12 can be 5, our 12 can be 4. Who are the solid core members that are consistent with the energy that we're trying to bring into this environment and space? And you know what? I'm thankful.
I am too.
I'm thankful. We got some more. We got some more people, ladies and gentlemen. I know you see us. You see 5. But we kick it with, we're a lot bigger than that, right?
That's right.
We're a lot bigger.
I think there's only 6 could fit on this platform.
I think we can get up to 10.
Oh, really?
I think we can get up to 10 on this. You know, so
please join us. You see anybody on this platform that you're a part of? I'm telling you, every single person on this platform is amazing to work with. It's amazing. It's really a gift from God. We would love, each and every one of us would love to partner with you in this Forex space, guys. Right. Come and learn. We are part of the top educational platform in Forex, the I Am Academy.
Hands down.
Where we have 100 educators that are teaching us amazing skill sets about Forex. And it's just up to you to do the work, because you can come into this space, but if you do nothing, you will not win. And then you cannot blame it on the I Am Academy because you did not do your part. Everybody has to take responsibility to win. It's not enough for just to pay your money at $325. It's not enough to pay your money $274.95. It's not enough just to pay the money, guys.
Right. You gotta do the work. You gotta
do the work.
Right? Who is your team? What is your team doing? If your team is not doing what you need them to do, but you see the opportunity, you gotta figure out how to make it better. Maybe the leadership needs you to tell them and show them, hey, look, there's another way to do it. Just because you're new to this space doesn't mean that you're invaluable. You are of value the moment you walk through that door.
That's right.
Right? Because you may come in with some managerial skills that are better, or you may come in with a process that's better than we may have at that time, right? Right? You have information. You may have information, but we will never know because you never open your mouth.
Right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
You're never around enough.
Oh, sorry.
You're never around enough. We need you around. Right? And I'm talking to people that are here. I'm talking to people that aren't even in this space, occupying the space. We want to partner with you.
That's
right. We are looking for people that are looking for us.
We're looking for the 12, each one of us. 12. Let's go.
We are looking for people that are looking for us, that want to occupy the space of the of those that are in the 1% and the 4%, the 5%, on the right side of money, ladies and gentlemen. Right? I Am Mastery Academy, just like my wife said, is the #1 educational platform. I Am Mastery Academy
Let's go.
is the #1 educational platform in the world. We've been around since 2013. Our CEO of I Am Mastery Academy, Christopher Terry, has well over 30 plus years of experience. We have some phenomenal leaders in this space,
yes,
right? That occupy this space that makes us so phenomenal, right? We've been tried, we've been tested, we have been weighed, and we have been matched. Sorry, we are unmatched. We have been tried, and we trade. We are unmatched. I'm laughing about it, right? We've been around for quite some time, ladies and gentlemen. There's been many platforms that they come. They're gonna come. But they ain't been tested enough. They ain't been tried enough. Right?
Man, when we went to Dallas, Texas, it was amazing. Guys, it was amazing. When Christopher Terry got on that stage, I'm sorry, I'm snacking. Christopher Terry got on that stage and he spoke about other people trying to take his company.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
It was amazing. It was amazing. And I mean, he took his hat, put it to the back. He went to the Bronx on us.
He was taking off his shirt off, taking his jacket off, take the shirt off,
right on the stage, y'all.
He was getting comfortable, man.
He got on the floor. He was showing us the war he was going through. And nobody in the company would have ever knew that he was going through that stuff. Because we didn't hear about it. All we knew, we was grinding. We was lying. But sometimes we don't know what the leadership goes through just for the team.
Yeah.
We don't know what the leadership goes through and give up just for the team.
That's right. They're not supposed to have that conversation with y'all.
But I just love that he shared.
Everybody doesn't need to be privileged to what leadership actually goes through, right? Like your children. You have children. If you have a child, right? As a parent, they'll never know what you really go through as a parent. The bills that got to get paid, the cleanliness of the household, the jobs that need to be had, the opportunities that you have to pass up. What do you have to do to get to one child's school? Because you got to deal with an issue with the child. They only know what they know what they're going through, right? But you're operating from the space as a parent for everybody's benefit. So you got to make sure you got food on the table. You got to make sure you got certain things in order as a parent. Make sure that the kids are taking care of their chores, right? Doing their job. Make sure that they're doing their job. And us, like we don't have to be in that space of leadership. We just got to take care of what we got to take care of, right? We got to take care of what we got to take care of. So, we definitely, again, we welcome you to the space of wealth and opportunity. And we're going to wind down now. We have reached past our hour mark. And we thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for staying up late with us Midnight oil. And that's what midnight oil is. We go past 12. We go past 1.
Normally.
We go past 2. That's midnight oil. That's where we build. This is our time to build.
Right.
To build our relationships and cultivate, right? So on our way out, what we want to do is each and every individual that's on this line, go ahead and drop some quick gems. How can people get in contact with you? Can we reach you at? And just leave us on a positive note. Whoever wants to start?
And what you bring to the table other than just Forex Academy.
Okay.
I mean,
go ahead, Shonda.
Oh, yes, guys. So what I want to leave, what I want to leave with our audience today, guys, is that first of all, I want to say that for each and every one of you, like we took our, our lessons, our loss, right? Put them together, like we talked about earlier today. Yo, it's a win. It's a win-win situation.
Hey, let's
This is
go.
a L. This is a L. Put it together.
Oh,
Win-win situation. So I'm so glad in our losses and our lessons, we didn't give up, because if we would have gave up, we would have never came across and connected with one another. That's the great thing about it. So I know for myself, it's been many times, y'all, for real, that it felt like, okay, it's give up season. You know what I'm saying? It's for real give up season, but just something in you is like, keep on going. And this is just a testament of what it looks like to keep on going. And so with that being said, it's people out there looking at us right now, and you ready. Like, you ready to be a part of the 5%. You ready to be a part of the investors. You ready to take that leap. So don't allow yourself to second guess yourself, to second guess what you want. I know you might be comfortable in a space that you're in, but you want more, because a lot of people are comfortable where they at, but they want more. That's I've been there before. It's just comfortable going to work. It's just comfortable getting a check, paycheck to paycheck. It's comfortable. But something's in you that you want more. So do something you never done to get something that you never had.
Hey.
that's right.
Take that leap. Take it. You know what I'm saying? So I said all that to say is connect with us. When you come and you build with us individually and collectively, you're going to get people that's accountable. First of all, you're gonna get people that's walking it like they talking it. We
That's
just
right.
not talking it, we walking it out. So, and you're gonna get results when you decide. On this platform, nobody don't dictate. Nobody, even though we're a team and we work together and we love one another, with the bread talkers, with the time that they put in and the things that they get paid. That don't have nothing to do with me. If I decide to slack today or tomorrow, that's not gonna affect they pocket. So when you connect, as long as you coachable, you're gonna see your success on this platform.
yes.
So like our individual contact information, because
Yes.
I can go on and on. Like, yo, I can go on and on. Like, I just need y'all to know that this is the real deal. You looking at real deal people who deal with everyday life experience that want to be able to not build ourselves up individually, but build others up. So check your circle, and if it ain't like this, make a change like yesterday. So
That's right.
my again, I'm Roshanda Colbert. Um, on all platforms. Well, Facebook, Roshanda Colbert. YouTube, follow my Forex journey. Yeah, yes, my Forex journey. And shoot, I don't know, give me a call, whatever you want to do. 323-762-0642. Hey, I'm here for you. Let's get connected.
Talk to
Yes,
me.
talk to me.
Hey, I love it. That's dope.
Who's next? Who's next?
Who's next? Who's
Go
next?
ahead, Damien.
Come on,
Okay.
David.
All right. Well, I'm gonna just drop a bar from one of my favorite rappers to start off.
Oh,
Yeah.
we want to get this information out to the masses. I like helping people. All the individuals that I talk to, that I know and don't know, I explain to them. I don't have no issue with a job, with school, or none of that. I've been through all of that. What I want to do is help you get to the next step. It's no way you should go through hell to get to heaven. It's another way. So I'd rather have 10 lions than 100 sheep. The 100 sheep gonna get me where I need to be, but them 10 lions gonna be there rocking with me, doing what I need to do. I'm at Fourth the Great on Instagram. Fourth Dimension Catering, that's my catering company. That's my official catering page. 757-785-5023. Text me. I will get back to you. I don't even know what else to say.
Anything
Look,
positive, man. Anything positive.
This platform is, I'm not just saying that because I'm a part of it and I want you to be a part of it. This platform is amazing. It's not just about the money. It's about the wealth and mental health. So, I mean, if y'all want to be a part, just tap in. It's this community, the people that I'm fortunate to be in contact with every day. It's been life changing. It's definitely been life changing. So I'm gonna pass the mic because I'm getting emotional right now.
Hey, talk to me.
I know that's right. Yes. Go ahead, Didi.
Hey, and then put me on the spot. Okay.
That's right, man. Let's go, DD.
It's good to see you, Diddy. Let's go.
Well,
Good time to shine.
I would say to everyone like that's interested in this business, this platform, this movement is take a leap of faith. Do not be afraid of change. I mean, change is inevitable anyway. But this
Right.
change that you make with I Am Academy with BTI with this platform is the best change that you could ever make in your life. So, with that being said, you can follow me on Instagram at Demetria9129. I also have a link tree, MUA to Dream. I also have my Facebook. It's Demetria Chantel Robinson. When you go to my page, you'll see everything. You see uh, everything that we have to offer, like the opportunity, the movement. You will see that I'm active with my team. Also,
Awesome.
my phone number, my cell phone number, 757-701-8478. Text or call, and let's get started. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's
Let's go.
go. Hey. I know that's right.
Do makeup as well.
Yes, my MUA the Dream. That's on my link tree. Uh, my
Tap
link tree
in.
also is inside is in my bio on my Instagram and on Facebook. So
Awesome,
please
awesome.
check me out.
Check it out.
You too as well, fourth, right?
Yeah, he
I'm
plugged
sorry.
himself in. He plugged
Yeah,
himself
you
in.
did fourth to grade. All you gotta do is
Yeah,
look up
I
fourth
got a
to
link
grade.
tree too. We all have link trees. So once
That's
Yeah.
you
right.
find out,
We're about the bag. We're about that
tap
bag.
in
We
with
know
us.
about the things. But I just want to plug in you
Man.
guys other businesses because people need to know what is it you do.
Last but not least.
Oh, y'all saved me for last. I should have went first. Yes, yes, yes. Hey guys, we are back. I'm back. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little sleepy, but I'm paying attention. I'm there. It's been one heck of a day. I'm so grateful. But listen, um, there's no easy way to the top. There's no easy way to the top. If it was, everybody would be up there. Okay, so this kind of fell in my spirit like maybe a week ago, and I was like, that is so true. Like if it was easy, then everybody would do it. Okay, if getting wealthy was easy, then everybody would be wealthy. Like just you could just let that sit right there for you. Like you gonna run into because there's no cookie cut program. So I would say for real, when you do come into this space because you coming, y'all coming, everybody's coming. You run
Oh, they
across
coming.
this, you're coming. And just when you get here, plug into the belief, because
That's
that's
right.
probably the hardest thing. That's the most challenging thing that I can say for me, where, even I struggled, like, yeah, it was there, but it was just like, what's going on here? Like, yeah, I wanted, so it was like, oh, I got it. And then things slow down, and then I'm like, man, or life started happening, and it was like, oh my God, I'm not sure about this right now. Maybe I stepped out there too quick. It happens because we're human. But you hold on, you plug into all of us, and then whoever at the top, you plug into that, because we have our top when we plug into. I hold on to Shareem, Dre, and all of them. Period. It doesn't matter. Like, them days are gonna come, but when you get here, you plug in and you hold on like your life depends on it, because it does. Like I
That's
said,
right.
if it was easy, everybody would do it. It's not. So just be ready to run when you get here. I'm talking about without even looking back. There's nothing that back there for you. That's why you're here. Okay, so hey, I'm Danielle Robinson on Facebook. I am at the Fit Goddess on Instagram. That is my fitness page. And I am Miss Wealth. That's my at Miss Wealth is my link tree. And at Miss Wealth underscore Danielle at Miss Wealth underscore Robinson is my Instagram as well. So I look forward to partnering with you guys. I'm very excited already. I know y'all gonna come across this and y'all gonna be like, sign me up. My number is
That's right.
904-382-6044. Okay, look, hit us up, man. We ready, we waiting, we gonna fly, and we gonna grow. We gonna grow. You growing with us. That's
That's
all I
right.
got.
We
Yes, let
gonna
me
grow.
simmer your
We gonna
spirit.
grow. We gonna grow.
That's right.
Hey.
Let's get there. Let's get there.
And you guys see me and Dre's information down below. Look at the link down below. You see our information, guys. I enjoyed this session. I look forward to doing it again. Um, what do you have, Mr. Bossman? Brett talking number one.
Hey, the only thing I want to say is thank you guys for tuning in to another fabulous show. This is episode 10, Turning L's into W's.
That's it.
And you guys had just tuned in. You guys actually should have learned that anything that you go through life, right? You're going to deal with losses. You're going to deal with uncertainty. You're going to deal with doubt. You're going to deal with fears. But what you do with those fears, those doubts, and those losses will determine whether you can get to your W or just quit, right? And right now, what we do is we occupy the space of the non-quitters, right? We just actually learn these lessons. We learn lessons through those losses. And I just keep saying it because I'm trying to plug it into your minds. I'm going to plug it into your soul, plug it into your spirit, plug it into your everyday situations that you go through in life. And remember, it's okay. Overcome those fears, overcome them so that you can get to your W's. And in turn, what you're going to do with those W's, right? Because of those L's, you're going to eventually one day turn them upside down and you're going to form the letter M.
Oh my
Million.
Money.
Million.
Right?
Yay.
Two little letters. You could just turn them around and turn them into something. Turn two negatives into two positives.
Hey.
Like that. I'm on it today. I'm on it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in again. You stuck with us for over an hour and a half. If you watched it all the way through, we appreciate you.
Yes, and we can now go to sleep, Danielle.
For the great left this information, I should have had y'all do the same thing too. Kathy Cunningham, we appreciate you for tuning in. Angela Wilkins, we appreciate you for tuning in. And everybody else going forward, watching this wonderful segment, thank you all for tuning in. Now, the only thing we ask you do next is take action. Take action. Like, share, tag the information, leave a comment down below, go in our inboxes, ask some questions, ask yourself how you can become a part of our space.
Guys, tomorrow at 7 p.m.
Yes.
7 p.m. we are having an opportunity call Please DM us for more information. You don't want to miss it. We're giving you a closer look inside of the academy and how you can win in this space. Again, tomorrow, 7 p.m.
Eastern Standard Time.
Eastern Standard Time. Hit one of us up so that you can get plugged in. So all of you guys should be sharing this on your page. So hit them up, hit them up, hit them up.
Share it, stream it. You know how we do. It's time to go to work.
Yes.
Talk to me. Woo! Everybody, we gotta unmute.
Woo! Let's go. Hey, talk to me.
Let's go.
I see you guys at the top because the bottom is too crowded.
Whoa, whoa.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Dope. Hold on.